I'm not feeling very amazing this morning. I have an 11-week-old son at home, and he's kept me up all night, but that's all good. So thank you for coming today. So I'll run through a bit of background on Camplify and where we started and where we are at the moment, and sort of give you a bit of background on myself as well. I'm the founder and CEO of Camplify. I'm also founded a company called the Sharing Hub, which is basically a collaboration of a bunch of different peer-to-peer businesses that all kind of work together to help each other out and provide information and collaboration. So including people like Airtasker and MadPaws, who are both also listed on the ASX as well. I'm also on the board of Reflections Holiday Parks, which is fairly recent, which is a really fantastic organisation here in Newcastle as well. So I thought I'd start out with sharing with you a bit of our original messaging and branding and where we had created the business to start with. So originally our idea was that we had a platform to connect owners who barely use their RVs and caravans and people who want to go away on a holiday, and that's pretty much what we've done, which is a good starting point. So we kind of had the idea that it'd be great if we'd be able to find a way for people who barely use their vehicles to be able to connect with those people who either couldn't afford to or didn't want to buy one or just want to have access to it whenever they wanted to, and to be able to do that in their lunch break. So I had the idea walking around my local neighbourhood in Georgetown and realising that there was hundreds of caravans parked on the side of the road every time I walked past them, and they never moved. And my wife said to me, "Hey, I'd like to go away on a camping holiday. I don't want to stay in a tent, and can we take our dog? So go find us something." And so, my idea was basically, it'd be good if I could rent one of these ones that are just sitting on the sidelines here that never get used. So this is actually these slides are actually from our original pitch deck that we pitched to NRMA back in November. Oh, battery slow. Back in November, December 2015, and so we've pretty much sort of followed the same process and validated our idea as we went along to actually test to see, is this a thing and will people actually use this? So very early on I had the idea and then went into this pitch program within a few weeks. So I built a very basic platform, which wasn't really a platform, to start with, just to sort of test and validate whether people actually sign up. I got hundreds of people signing up with just paying $50 on Facebook ads to be able to run some test campaigns. And then went down, pitched the idea, NRMA said, "Oh, we love it, we'd love you to be in our startup program." And so that's kind of where we began. And I don't know whether this video will play with it. Sure. Should? Okay. Just press the next button.
Yeah. Go. Mm-hmm. Yep.
This will give you an idea of where we kind of are today, if it'll play. Oh, you need access. That's okay. I can talk through it. So where we are today is basically we've created a number of different brands and companies with an overarching company. So our overarching company is called CHL, so Camplify Holdings Limited, and we use that company to then trade under a bunch of different brands in different countries. So we have Camplify, which operates in Australia, New Zealand, the UK and Spain. We have Paul Camper, which is a company we acquired which operates in Germany, the Netherlands and Austria. And then most recently we have MyWay, which is our insurance brand, which will operate in all of those markets. So they're all different types of companies that all sort of interact together to formulate what we're trying to do overall in every country. Essentially what we've done is create back the same thing as those original slide deck says. So, we are the platform that connects those two parties together. But I think what we realised along the way is that we actually needed a lot more than just a platform. The platform was just the enabler. But what we actually needed then was rental contracts and payment systems and way to hold bonds and way to provide insurance, way to manage disputes between parties. So it became much, much more than just a software solution. It became a fully integrated solution that we could actually provide different ways of doing things. And along that journey, we sort of also then found that there was lots and lots of different customers that would use the platform in lots and lots of different ways as well. So this gives you an idea of sort of how much we've grown in the last couple of years. FY24, we did 165 million in GTV, so that's basically like total rentals, if you like. Out of that, we have a take rate of roughly sort of about 30%. So is the revenue that we get from those transactions. So probably the most exciting part for me is that, we've essentially put, 150 million dollars into caravan RV owners' pockets and help them to actually rent their vehicle in something that basically didn't exist before. It's been a fantastic journey to actually see that evolve and see those customers evolve and how they use the platform and why they use the platform and the difference that it actually makes into their lives, which has been amazing. But really, we're just still at the beginning. We really only have a small fraction of fleet in every country that we're in on the platform still. So, even in Australia, which is our most mature market, we've still only got 1.6% of the total RVs in the country on the platform. So, we've still got a huge amount to grow in the next few years. So in Australia, there's about 850,000 RVs. In Germany, there's about 1.8 million. So, we have a huge, huge amount to continue to grow. And that's one of the reasons why we've evolved our insurance product, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. So this is kind of where we're heading, and these are some 3 to 5 year targets that we put out to the share market recently that sort of give you an idea of us being able to achieve good, sustainable growth and continue in these markets over the next 3 to 5 years. And so we feel as though these are quite attainable and that we can grow into these numbers in the existing markets that we're in through expanding our capabilities and our platform and where we are from today. So we have lots and lots of different types of RV owners and hirers, but I think, from a hirer's perspective, we provide much, much more choice than what was previously available. So previously, you would go to a large rental company like Brits or Apollo. You would have a bunch of different rules put on you as to the way that you would rent from them and where you would rent from them. So, being in Newcastle, we don't have any depots here. We would have to drive to Sydney, pick up a vehicle, take it on a holiday, take it back to Sydney, and come back home. And so I wanted to be able to have a way that we can activate people all across different networks with different types of vehicles with lots of different options. We also then have lots of different owners. So owners that have lots of stories from everything from, I just want to be able to rent my vehicle out every now and again, make a little bit of money to help pay for it, right through to people that have actually launched brands and businesses through our platform. And we provide support for both of those types of customers. This might be another video that won't play. It's okay. So let's have a look at our marketing overview and where we're at. Okay. So we do lots and lots of fun marketing stuff, whether it be PR campaigns or brand campaigns through different events or partnerships. Probably one of our most successful in terms of email signature capture was a partnership we did with Billabong, and we were in sort of every Billabong store and had massive competition across the country and really got the brand out there to lots and lots of customers, when created lots and lots of email sign-ups, and it cost us nothing because it was just a partnership with them that aligned with their road trip strategy. But I think what we always try to do is to actually look at cost-effective marketing as part of our real MVP. So we really have a very close attention to customer acquisition cost. So both on the owner side and on the hirer side. And we have targets that we get to in terms of our owner acquisition. So we have a $150 target. So basically we can spend up to that $150 to be able to acquire that owner. And if we're spending under that, then we know we're doing a good job. So from a revenue perspective, we know that when we acquire an owner, that in their first 2 rentals, we should receive an income of about $450. So we're basically into cash flow positive after we've acquired that owner from 2 rentals. So then on, we're about retaining those customers. So that's our target. From a hirer perspective, it kind of varies by different markets. They're very, very different. So in the Australian market, we try to spend roughly about $12 on customer acquisition cost. And that will vary across different RV types and different rental types, but a blended rate of about $12. When we look at a market such as New Zealand, we'll spend up to sort of $35 because our average rental value is a lot higher in that market. Interestingly, when you look at lots and lots of marketplaces, you have huge variations on what people think are good to spend in customer acquisition. And it's one of the real cornerstones of marketplaces that if you're spending too much money on customer acquisition, then your marketplace will probably never work because you can't actually scale it. And so I've seen marketplaces that have been around, getting VC backing for a long time, been operating for 10 years, and they're spending $400 on acquiring a customer and then making $430. So they're actually only making $30 of net revenue on one transaction. And those customers might only come back and use the platform again every 3 years. So that